Hi, Pam. You have a message for me?
Maybe I shouldn't bother you with them, except one sounded real urgent. The Dr. Henry Walding.
Well, I don't know him. What do you want?
It was all very mysterious. He asked if you were Cameron Steele, the great escape artist. And I told him you were. He said he had to see you.
Where is he?
He wouldn't tell me. He sounded desperate. But he did say where he'd be at midnight. Warehouse A on Pearl Street.
Well, I'm near there now. Thanks, Pam.
Does that mean we won't be playing gin rummy again tonight, Cam?
I'll make it up to you, Pamela. Next time, I'll even bring a deck of cards. Especially when they have one of these. Do you have identification? Thank you, Dr. Walding. My name is Steele. Cameron Steele.
I'm sorry, Mr. Steele. I thought you might be someone else.
What do you want to see me about?
I asked to see you because I understand, Mr. Steele, that you sometimes help people who are in trouble.
Sometimes.
Well, I am in desperate trouble, Mr. Steele. Someone is trying to kidnap me. If they succeed, I want you to find me.
Why don't you call the police?
I'm afraid I can't do that.
Look, Dr. Walding,
There's $25,000 in this envelope. I'd like to pay you now. All I want.
Anyone come with you? Come on.
I hear this guy can get out of anything.
Okay, pal. Let's see how really good you are.
Come on, let's go.
Death at night, surrounded by danger. It's probably a dead man.
Fix you a nightcap, Mr. Sly?
I'll take a brandy, Gilbert, thanks. It's incredible. Apparently a dead man isn't dead. I'll get it. Crystal ball. Cam, where have you been? Are you all right?
Yeah, but I got separated from my car.
I always said it wouldn't last. Where are you?
198th Street and Ocean Avenue. Someone took me for a moonlight swim.
I'll be right there.
Listen, on your way down, get on the radio phone. See what you can find out about a Dr. Henry Walding.
See that he's made extremely comfortable.
Recognize any of them?
No, but one wore about a size 25 glove. Any luck with Walding?
He's no ordinary Dr. Cam. Graduated summa cum laude from Harvard at 22. Doctorate in biochemistry and genetics. World Science Prize in 55, election of the Science Academy in 66. 2 years ago, he began a project with his brother, Charles Walding, a prominent research chemist. They published a paper on viruses. The colleagues thought they were about to crack the greatest scientific nut of them all.
Origin of life?
Apparently, Henry cracked instead, went berserk. Burnt down the laboratory, everything in it, including Brother Charles.
Yeah, I remember the case now. He disappeared on the night of the fire, and the police have been looking for him ever since.
Which, of course, shows why he was so reluctant to go to the police for help.
Yeah, but it doesn't tell me who has him, or why.
Certainly not ransom. A man who faces a possible murder charge couldn't bring much to anybody.
Well, maybe they want to pick his brain. Well, it is possible.
It may be in a science fiction movie.
Any relatives?
Yes, his daughter Susan. She's a fashion coordinator at Vicini's. And a sister-in-law, Evelyn. She's Charles's widow. She remarried State Senator Lewis Harrison 3 months after the fire.
Well, maybe she can tell us why someone would want Walding. Oh, what's the daughter like?
Tall, skinny, ugly.
Well, in that case, you take the widow.
Thanks.
Diane, turn this way, please. Thank you. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh. Elizabeth, put the other bracelet on her, please.
I'm Cameron Steele. I'd like to talk to Miss Walding, please.
That's impossible today. As you can see, she's very busy. Now, if you'd like to make an appointment...
See that Mr. Caruso gets his right away, Vicky.
Okay. Excuse me.
Yes, very good. Tell Hampstead to get started right away on the velvet corduroy. Oh, and tell him that the tie-dyed chiffon tunic is going to be our lead model. Only the greens aren't strong enough, all right?
Miss Walding?
Oh, you must be from Fashion World. Look, it's been a frantic day, so we're going to have the interview on the run.
Well, Miss
Oh,
Walding,
excuse me. Diane, I want more movement. Now, you're really free, more feeling. Now, show me how wild you can be. Good girl. Keep it up. Sorry. Now, where were we? Oh, yes. Well, the main line we're going to access
Miss Walding, Miss Walding, I'm not from Fashion World. My name is Cameron Steele, and I'd like to talk to you.
Sorry. Well, I'm afraid that's going to be impossible today. Perhaps on Monday. Mr. What?
Steele. And it has to be now. It's about your father.
Come in here. It's quieter. I will give you fair warning, Mr. Steele. I've been known to throw things at reporters who come around wanting to do a story on whatever happened to Dr. Henry Walding. I love my father very much.
I'm not a reporter, Miss Walding. I saw your father last night, just before he was kidnapped.
Oh, really? Please tell me how a man wanted for murder can be kidnapped.
I was hoping you could tell me.
I can't. I haven't seen him or spoken to him for 2 years. Since that awful night. Now, since he has not contacted me, it seems unlikely that he would call on a stranger if he wanted help, doesn't it?
Well...
Miss Walding, Mr. Vicini would like to see you in the supply room. He says it's urgent.
All right, Vicky, thank you. If you'll excuse me.
I'll wait.
As you wish. Mr. Vicini? Mr. Vicini? Mr. Vicini?
Yes? But she just went down to the supply room to see you, Mr. Vicini. There must have been a mix-up or something. Yes, I'll tell her you want to see her in your office when she comes back.
Mr. Vicini?
You all right?
I think so. All right.
We'll talk about that later. Can you walk?
I'll try. Oh. Where are we going?
Somewhere safe.
Good morning.
Mrs. Harrison.
Soames tells me that you are selling a lost Rembrandt.
Recently rediscovered in Madrid.
Really? Thank you, Soames. Please, sit down.
I'm terribly sorry I didn't have an opportunity to phone for an appointment.
Not at all.
I really envy you, Mrs. Harrison. I've never in my life seen such a profusion of artistic genius in a private salon. It's very discouraging. You don't have a place to hang another picture.
Shh, Mr. Sly. My husband thinks I've overindulged my hobby.
Really?
Nevertheless, what is this mysterious lost Rembrandt?
He entitled it Joseph in Prayer. It's a biblical analogy, of course. Actually, it's a picture and portrait of his son Titus. Yes, it touches broad. The impasto has a wonderful solidity. You are familiar with Rembrandt in his later years.
Either the Hammersmith Museum never burnt down in 1953.
Joseph in Prayer was destroyed?
Burned to a cinder.
Please excuse my little ruse, Mrs. Harrison. There was no other way for me to get around your houseman. I'm here to ask you some questions about Henry Walding.
Mr. Sly.
Yes, I understand your feelings.
Henry Walding took away everything that was dear to me. Even after 2 years, the thought of Charles burning to death in that terrible... Please leave before I call the police.
Yes, of course, Mrs. Harrison.
Oh, Charles.
Hello, Henry.
No!
Come, Henry. Is that any way to greet your dead brother?
I never knew this place existed. What is it?
It's called the Crystal Ball.
Gilbert?
Yes, sir.
Is Nicholas back yet?
Not yet, Mr. Steele. Got a few messages for you. That very worried party called again from Czechoslovakia. Says it's urgent. Miss Christine Collins' phone said she'd like to get together again soon. And Pamela Johnson wants to know if you can play gin rummy with her again tonight.
Thank you, Gilbert.
You must be a very good gin player.
I can. Raj, introduce me to your friend. Friend, this is Roger. Hi, Cameron.
Hi.
Hey, wait a minute. Your friend's got very good psychic vibes. You mind if I try something? Think of a number. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. What is it?
94. That's amazing. How did you do that? Some kind of trick?
No, I knew what you were thinking.
ESP?
Well, it's either that or an inspired guess. I'll catch you later, Roger.
I mean, 94, it has to be ESP.
Well, probably. You see, this place is like a second home for people that have the same interests as Roger.
Well, what kind of interest?
The unexplained, Susan.
Oh, so that's why they call it the crystal ball.
Right.
Oh. Where are we going?
My place.
Here?
Yes.
This is it?
Will you please sit down?
We're going up.
Well, it sure beats walking upstairs.
It's an elevator.
Right.
Nice place. Is this where you play? Gin rummy?
Sometimes. I'm gonna have a martini on the rocks. How about you?
Thanks. Who did these belong to?
There's a guy. He's a friend of mine. Kid I grew up with. He was an escape artist. He died in 112 feet of water. Trying to get out of those.
Oh, awful.
Well, maybe. But it was his Valhalla. He always knew it would happen. Crowd wanted something better. So he added 50 pounds to his weights, another chain, another lock, deeper water. Then one day he found himself down there in that blackness. No more breath. Instead of burning and handcuffs, he couldn't pick. And the crowd got what it wanted all along.
Why do you do what you do? I mean, you don't do it for the crowd, do you?
Not anymore.
Is it the money? The sense of danger?
You know, sometimes there's not even any money.
Ah, but there's always the danger. Wait a minute. Last year, in Northern California, the little girl trapped in the underground pipe, wasn't it you who went down to get her? Yeah, you almost got killed.
So the little girl.
Aren't you afraid you'll end up like your friend?
That's why I keep those. There to remind me that. Well, that's past history. What about your father? What's he like?
Very lovable. kind, generous.
Well, that doesn't sound like a man that would set fire to his lab and kill his brother.
I don't believe he did it. Killing anything was totally against Dad's nature.
Why the grand silence, Henry? As I remember it, you always had rather a lot to say. Oh, well, people change. I thought that at the least you'd be happy to see I hadn't perished in the fire.
You let people think that I killed you.
Why not? It was all very convenient. Once you made your position clear, I realized I needed anonymity to continue the experiment.
But how?
You didn't know it, Henry. But the night you set the firebomb in our laboratory, I was there. And with me was a man, a penniless Skid Row drunk, who was to be the first practical test in our work. As it turned out, with the aid of my ring and a few personal effects, he became Charles Walding, deceased.
Now, where on earth are we?
80 feet below sea level, where no one can interfere with my work. Unfortunately, Henry, I made one mistake. I overestimated my own ability. I hate to admit it, but I need you to help me finish the final step. Take a look around, Henry. I think you'll find everything exactly as it was. Take your time. It's a duplicate of our laboratory, Henry. The night you burnt it down. Yes, Henry. Even to the experiment. All the steps are complete. All but one.
You can do whatever you like to me. I'll never help you.
We're not going to do anything to you, Henry.
Uncle Charles was the only person who could make my father angry. Dad called them professional disagreements, but it was deeper than that. Charles was very jealous of Dad's brilliance.
Your researcher was concerned with the origin of life or something.
Oh, it was much too technical for me to understand fully, but, well, Dad hoped that one day their work would improve the health and intelligence of future generations.
Do you have any idea why he was set fire to that lab?
No. Only that, well, toward the end, he became morally opposed to continuing their work. He was terrified. It was as if he and Charles had gotten into something over their heads. What's happening?
The elevator. Come on in, Nicholas. Susan Walding. Nicholas Sly.
Hello.
Miss Walding.
Some people want Susan to join her father, wherever he is. So she's staying here till the heat's off.
I am.
Sounds to me like a sensible arrangement. Get a good look at any of them?
Yeah, one.
Okay.
There's about 30. Round face, eyes deep, set apart. A broad nose, broken. Thin lips and scar right in here. He had dark curly hair.
Barely caught a glimpse, eh?
Did you find out anything?
About Henry Walding? Nothing. She as good as kicked me out of the house. But the trip wasn't entirely wasted. Apparently the good senator allowed her to assuage her grief with a lot of jewelry and a very large collection of art.
The collection alone is valued at over $2 million.
Well, she's devalued it some. The pictures I saw had some very impressive signatures, but they were fakes.
Oh, that can't be true.
If he says so, it's true.
On the way back, I checked with some old friends who shall be nameless. Evelyn's been selling her works of art and replacing them with phonies ever since she got married.
Make the eyes deeper and the mouth thinner.
Crystal ball. Hold on. For Mr. Sly, line 1.
Appreciate this, Mike. Anytime I can return the favor. It's an old friend of mine. Has some connections with the downtown fence. Apparently, Evelyn's jewelry is fake, too. She's replaced everything that her husband gave her with paste replicas.
Well, that should give her a tidy nest egg. That's close enough. Do you know?
Frank Carter. No master criminal. Had his fingers in everything from car theft to small-time narcotics.
You know who he works for?
No, but I do know where you can find his ex-mother-in-law, Trudy.
If you've ever had any skin diseases, blood disorders, serious rashes, or allergic to procaine, you can turn around. If you want any of that crazy psychedelic stuff, it's down the street. I only work on the back, chest, and arms. Battleships are half price this week.
Well, it sounds tempting. But I'm looking for Frank Carter. He's a friend of mine.
You're a liar, mister. Frank don't have no friends.
All right, I'm a numbers runner. He won, I want to pay him off. I couldn't get to the place we were going to meet.
What makes you so honest?
I'm not. Just smart. I want to pay him off before he comes looking for me.
How much?
$150.
Tell you what, Frank still owes my $1.50 from way back. You wipe his slate clean, and I'll tell you where to find him. You'll find him at Happy Land, but he won't be there for a couple of hours yet.
Actually, it's almost 3 years since Cameron's father died and left him the crystal ball. At that time, he was getting a lot of calls from people who wanted him to help get folk out of places that they didn't belong. Your turn. Hit the red ball. Just nick it a little on the upper left. Very good. You hit it.
How did you meet him?
Well, I had some information that he needed in order to get a family out of an Iron Curtain prison. It seemed like he needed a leg man, someone to take care of the place while he was gone. Help me, now I'm his partner.
Gilbert?
Help you, Dan?
Boss in. Get him.
Kinda busy.
Tell him to get unbusy.
Sorry, Dan. He told me not to disturb him.
Disturb him. Tell him to meet me outside.
All right, Lieutenant.
Yes, Gilbert. All right, Gilbert. Thank you. Tell him I'll be right down. Got some business downstairs. Won't take but a moment. Stay put, okay?
Okay.
Practice that shot I was showing you. Dan.
Hello, Nicholas.
And what's the problem?
No problem. I'd just like you to take a drive with me.
Ooh, can I work the siren?
Come on, get in.
And what's this all about?
Nicholas, you and I both know I've got no legal right to insist you come with me.
Right.
But just as a favor?
Well, the mystery intrigues me. Some other time.
Nicholas, it's about Evelyn Harrison. Her husband wants to see you.
Thanks. Hey, maybe you can help me. I've got a problem. Oh, what's your name?
Gilbert, what is it, sir?
It's my old lady. No, I'm not going to tell you the story of my life. It's just that she's been bugging me. She wants to know how to make one of these fancy woman's drinks, Missionary's Downfall. Have you ever heard of it? Oh, sure. They call it by a number of names. I write it down for you. You take a jigger of rum, 1 ounce of grenadine, and a splash of lemon juice. And you put it in a blender with some cracked ice, and voila, Missionary's Downfall.
Hello?
Is Steele there?
No, he isn't.
Is it Susan?
Yes? Who's this?
Never mind. If you want to see your father alive again, be at the Midland bus terminal in 15 minutes.
The usual, sir?
Don't think you got your money. It's worth you can bring it back, and I'll give you your money back. Get it how many you want, sir. Yeah, that's all right. All right, folks. Please, if I was knocking down. All right, folks. Don't go home without a souvenir Cupid doll. A souvenir Cupid doll, friend. You don't think you got your money. It's worth you can bring it.
Thank you, Bill.
This is Nicholas Sly.
I understand you paid a visit to my wife, Mr. Sly.
That's right. It is Senator Harrison, isn't it?
Thank you, Dan.
Nice messenger service you have, Senator. Does it come with the job?
I'm certain Dan must have made it clear to you that you're here of your own volition, Mr. Sly. Now, I understand you upset her. I don't like people upsetting my wife.
She's the only one who had the information that I need.
About Henry Walding. Yeah, she told me about your story.
It's not a story. This is very important.
Mr. Sly, there are two things in this life that I hold dear. The trust and confidence of the people who put me in office, and my wife's peace of mind. Don't make the mistake of thinking that I won't protect what I hold dear. Good day.
Hi, Gilbert.
Oh, I'll call you back. Oh, I'm glad you're here, Mr. Sly. Susan's gone.
How? When did it happen?
I don't know. I checked on her like you told me. She wasn't there.
Any word from Cam?
Tried his car phone. It doesn't answer. You did get one phone call, though. Wouldn't give his name. He said he found out where Evelyn Harrison put her money. A corporation called New World Enterprises. He said it didn't own anything but a place called Happy Land, an amusement park. But they spend a lot of money on improving it and in the purchasing of equipment.
Yeah. I'll bet it was over $3 million. It's a lot of improving. What kind of equipment?
Chemicals, office stuff, laboratory supplies.
I'm sorry to use these precautions, Mr. Steele, but it's difficult to restrain your enthusiasm.
Charles Walding.
Your Cameron Steele is a skillful and daring man, Henry. The optimum specimen, in fact, for our purposes. What you see before you is the goal of genetics, indeed of all science. Synthesized life. Something between a virus and an amoeba. The first man-made living, functioning organism. You will be exposed to it as a final test. At present, it is dormant. But Henry's going to wake it up.
Never! It invades the brain cells, destroys an individual's ability to reason, defies any known antibodies.
And as Henry aptly demonstrated, it is impervious to everything but fire. More important, it causes a genetic change in the offspring.
Dad.
I don't think I need explain why she's here. All right, get him out of here before he breaks something. Bring her here. Now, I'm sure you don't want Susan to suffer any discomfort. So tell me the final step which completes the synthesis.
Susan, if I tell him what he wants, it means that all subsequent generations will be nothing more than trained animals, serving what he envisions as some sort of scientific elite. Now, our experiments have produced a kind of a virus. A very small quantity can infect an area the size of New York City.
Whatever it means, don't tell them.
Very heroic. Get her out of here. But we'll see.
Well, now, Mr. Steele, you're not going to get out of this one.
I'll try, gentlemen.
Stop it! Only you can do that, Henry.
All right.
You're too clever for your own good, pal.
What's going on here?
Unfortunately, it seems this is the only way I could see you. A good friend of mine is missing, and I think your wife can help me find him.
Call the police.
Before he does that, Senator, I think you should know that your wife's up to her neck in something. And as much as it could shatter your political ambitions, I think you should find out what it is.
Just a minute, Soames. What are you trying to suggest?
Ask your wife why it is that she sold all of her paintings and jewelry and replaced them with fakes. Ask her what she did with the money. And while you're about it, find out what's going on down at a place called Happy Land. She ought to know. She's got $3 million tied up in it.
One of the additives I used in our last experiment was trichlorotriethylamine. Its effect on the culture was to cross-link the guanine units within the DNA molecule and prevent normal replication. The result was the organism.
Thank you, Henry. It'll take me about a half an hour to find out whether you're lying or not. You're making me nervous, Henry. Get him out of here.
Oh, my God. Help her up. I had to tell him. In a few moments, he'll have the organism. And God help us all.
It must work on electronic or sonic beam.
Seems to be working.
Walring wants you in the lab.
Attach the retort. I'm going to draw off the organism.
Why don't you give me that gun? You can't win.
You forced me to make a lot of adjustments, Steele.
Charles, at least let Susan go.
No.
You're all gonna die.
He's got that thing in his hand.
You all right?
Fine.
Where's Cam?
He's somewhere in the park. He's gone after Charles.
Come on.
Clear the area, quick.
Okay. Clear the area. Come on.
Please, you've got to get these people out of here.
He's gonna do what he says.
Get away!
and gentlemen, this is Sergeant Egan of the police department. The area must be cleared immediately. Repeat, all persons without police business, leave now. Use the parking area exit. Adults, please take the children by the hand and lead them to the nearest exit. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sergeant Egan of the police department. The area must be cleared immediately. All persons without police business, leave now.
Walling.
Not another step, Steele, or I'll open this and you know what that means?
Wally, watch out behind you.
Fall must have broken his neck. He's dead.
You all right?
Well, we, better get this someplace safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave. Yeah. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That was the commissioner's office. He's very unhappy with you for waking him up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And Evelyn Harrison confessed. So they're dropping the murder charge on your dad. Hey, you must be starved.
As a matter of fact, I am.
You want to eat?
Yeah. Where?
Best place in town.
I think I'd better be going downstairs. My customers will be needing me.
You know, Nicholas is a man of many facets. Circus clown, an actor, a connoisseur of the arts, a student of parapsychology, the occult. He was also a good friend. But to top it all off, nobody can beat his cooking. And if I know Nicholas, there's something special in here.
Cam, come here for a minute. This is for you. And I'd like to thank you.